Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these rings?
Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. And here is a main...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the...
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That right uppercut misses. Perfect counter lands. Couldn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that hook won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. The jab not finding its target. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. about Loma in that last round. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Exchange here from both men. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Solid punch. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Straight right just misses. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second,
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. Straight right just misses. With counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Jab slightly off target. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
On to the 6th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missing with the right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Exchange punches. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. That left hook misses. Whoa, wait a minute. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Lomachenko on the canvas. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming there. Whoa, wait a minute! Lomachenko is buzzed! Lomachenko goes down! It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.